Welcome to Mordors Regional Pit Fighting Championships. I'm your host, Potates, and today it's finally time to witness the semi-finalists battle it out until we have one grand champion. For those new to this series, it's a good starting point, but I encourage you to go back and watch the qualifiers so you can see how this group of 8 powerhouses made it here. Check the link in the description. You'll also learn about their backstory, stats, and strategy. There'll be no skills recap in this video, so if you want to see that, check out the recap and strategy video link below. It's all action today, folks. So votes are locked in and the winner of the competition will be announced at the end of the video. The combatants have had to wait a long time for these matches, getting a little rowdy and are starting to fight back arena, so we better kick it off right now. We're gonna jump into the first match between Tuka the Pretender and Scoth the Lookout. Battle of the big dog and the underdog. Tuka is finally back. His fans have been going wild, his critics have been going wild, and he's been going wild as well. Just getting him into the finals took 16 Orc and a grog barrel on a stick. Lots of people want to see him rampage today, and I don't blame him. His fan club is at the ready, flaming weapons in hand, and Tuka is as hardy as ever. He'll be facing Scoth the Lookout, who we were a little vague with during the qualifiers. The truth is, he didn't want us to talk about his history. When interviewed, he simply said, "If you talk about me, you better look out." I didn't want to risk it, and do you blame me? With his great strength and twin crossbows, not many would. Both combatants are now ready, so let's begin the first match of Mordor's Regional Pit Fighting Championship semi-finals. Scoth steps up to the plate.
Look out! You better look out!
I would take his advice if I were you.
Come on, you coward!
"Come on, you coward," he says, as Scoth proves he is a little bit of a coward, backing up immediately, but it is the right move as the Outlaw Bolus comes out from Tuka, hits his own fan though. Can't get through his wall of fans right now. This is a solid defense, jamming Scoth into the corner, manages to get in there and get that throw off. If Scoth is to win, he needs to get some distance between him and the Pretender, but the Pretender has a wall of his fans in front of him, making it very difficult for Scoth to even get damaging if he wanted to. Scoth goes in for the melee shot, does a little bit of damage, but the fans are back defending their captain. The bomb comes out, unfortunately hitting most of his fans again. Here comes the Bolus, yet again takes out a fan. Tuka showing he doesn't care that much about his fans. He will sacrifice them to get what he needs. In the meantime, Scoth's archers are just left to do what they need to. Another bomb comes out, but it does hit one of his pretenders. Tuka has almost taken out all his gang by himself. Scoth just needs to sit back and wait. But no, the Outlaw Bolus does actually land on Scoth this time, but Tuka doesn't take advantage of it. Scoth loads up some ammo, doesn't get to fire it before Tuka comes in, backs up again. This is what he needs to do, and then he runs immediately back in and gets intercepted by the fan. The fan's still loyal as hell to Tuka. Tuka is now all alone, but a bomb comes out and panics Scoth. Scoth in a lot of trouble as the Bolus just barely misses him. Scoth needs to stay at that range, compose himself, get some shots in, otherwise he's gonna drop. There's a shot, doesn't do much. Tuka running in again now that he sees his opening, goes for a shield slam, does get it off. There's the throw right there, applying some fire to Scoth. Scoth, he needs to make some distance between him, but he doesn't see an opening, goes in, and Tuka capitalizes on the situation to take the win. Tuka the Pretender taking the first match of the semi-finals. He has done it, folks. Tuka has proven once again that his fans' faith in him is well placed. With Scoth the underdog's defeat, Tuka is the first of 4 to move on to the finals. The second match of the semi-finals is Shakar Brainbiter versus Ratak Tasty, both appreciating a good non-conventional meal. Shakar has not got over his Blood Brothers' defeat in the qualifiers. Since Shakar can't personally desecrate Skak the Gold Thief's corpse any more than Mog already has, his rage is directed squarely at him. Shakar is coming for Mog, and if Orthog kills Mog before Shakar can, you can be sure he's beating down Orthog with a vengeance too. Let's hope he channels his rage into strength. Vengeance isn't on Ratak's mind. For an Uruk that tiptoes the line of insanity and genius, he is surprisingly composed. When interviewed, he simply said, "Tasty, it's so fantastically tasty," which our resident chef/seer translated into, "It's going to be a tough match, Potates. I have nothing but respect for my opponent. I think he's a good Uruk, but frankly, I'm going to turn half of him into paste and feed it to the other half." He has a lot of enemies in this competition. Let's see how it goes for him. Before we start, let's take a quick look at some Ratak fan art by my man Clitoris. Pretty cool stuff, and I'm sure Ratak has now marked you off the kill list. So both Uruk are ready, and let's begin match 2 of Mordor's regional pit fighting semi-finals. Ratak steps up to the plate.
Tasty! Tasty! It's so fantastically tasty!
Does he taste his victory again?
I'm more than ready for another victory.
Or does Shakar taste it? As he enrages immediately, Ratak pushes him off, which kills the rage duration. Shakar in a lot of trouble as that great strength throwing arm is taking a huge amount of HP off Shakar. Shakar at range, taking damage. Dazed, what is he gonna do? He's almost at half HP, which will daze him again, and it does. He is just sitting back now, throwing those spears. Ratak, the man, might have this. As we discussed in the strategy video, all he needs to do is sit back and throw those spears at Shakar, and Shakar will drop, and this is it. Shakar Brainbiter taken out by Ratak Tasty's superior throwing arm. He has gotten even more haters as Shakar's fans surely want blood. There are going to be a lot of unhappy Shakar fans today, but that's just how the pits work in Mordor. It's life and death. So with Ratak's win, he'll be the second to make it through to the finals and will be facing down Tuka the Pretender to see who will make it to the grand finals. Pushgrim the Bloody versus Arpratu is next for the third fight today, right after this short ad break. Pushgrim the Bloody versus Arpratu. This is the battle of empathy. But who will let it be their downfall today? Pushgrim has achieved his goal of becoming a pterodactyl, sure, but he has set his sights on taking the championship, and right now Arpratu is in the way. Some are thinking, hey, he's a Beastmaster with no beast. Wrong, he is the beast, and the beast is always hungry. Arpratu still has eyes on exploring Middle-earth, and the only way forward is pushing through Pushgrim. If he needs to, he'll burn down the whole arena to gain his freedom. Pushgrim's screeches are really driving Arpratu insane, and the screech of Arpratu's fire thrower feels like a mockery to Pushgrim. This battle seems like it became a little personal of late. Hey, not that I'm complaining. The challengers have been ready for a while, so let's begin the third match of Mordor's Regional Pit Fighting Championship semi-finals. Arpratu steps up to the plate.
Practice time is over. Time for a real fight.
He's already forgotten about those qualifiers. The pterodactyl is ready to go. As he's not immune to fire, so he needs to make sure he doesn't panic when he's hit by it. One strategy could be to wait until both Ologs are taken out and then go in for the kill while he's dazed. There's the execution from Pushgrim. A few more of those will get through that huge HP pool that the Olog has. However, the Olog turns around and starts laying into these Ologs. They prove too much for him, too much of an annoyance, or is it a bit of empathy for Pushgrim as he doesn't seem to want to attack him? These Ologs seem to be more pressing right now as he goes to smack the one already covered in fire. Another execution gets him in the back, but Arpratu really doesn't seem to care as he goes straight back towards the Olog. Maybe he wants his Ologs to finish Pushgrim while he finishes his enemy's Ologs. Once again, not a bad strategy when you consider that Pushcrimp will be dazed when his Ologs drop, just like Arprat 2. So maybe Pushcrimp is going to go straight for Arprat 2 as his strategy, and the Mapkeeper going straight for the Ologs. Both strategies are viable, but even Pushcrimp seems to be hesitating when it comes to attacking. He could be attacking a lot faster, but because of those Ologs around, or maybe because he himself has, succumbed to empathy, he's not attacking as fast as he could be. Even so, Arprat 2 is taking hits and doesn't seem to be retaliating. It's like a fly literally buzzing around him, but he finally succumbs to the annoyance and swats the fly away, taking off a huge amount of damage with one execution. Another one comes out. All is needed now is a little bit of damage, a little bit of fire damage, and Arprat 2 has his execution right back from Pushcrimp. Pushcrimp probably needs one or two more, and there's another one. Arprat 2 just sizing up to competition now. He knows it's one more hit. There's the fire damage, and it ticks him down. Arprat 2 Mapkeeper takes the third round. And there we have it, the most defensive fight in Mordor Regional Pit Fighting Championship history. The empathy was too strong, and even with the grudge, each combatant found compassion in their once enemy. It looked like they were both hoping their followers would finish the fight for them. Arprat 2 moves on to the finals, in which he'll be facing either Orthog of Lithlad or Mog the Thinker. This is the battle of vengeance, and who will leave a bloody trail behind him to get it. Orthog still isn't done yet. He still hasn't slaughtered everyone who sullied the Lithlad name. Ratak Tasty is making it through to the finals, and that brought a smile to Orthog's face. He wants to be the one to gut him, and like Shakar, is here for revenge with a personal touch. Orthog isn't the Uruk he once was, and our experts have pointed out some microsecond drops in his reaction speed and notable decreases in his strength, but with his combat experience, he's gonna let nothing stand against him, including Mog. Mog the Thinker wants revenge too. As you all know, Mog has a long-standing grudge with Pushcrimp the Bloody, who may or may not have inserted nails in Mog's brain. With Pushcrimp's defeat, clearly Mog has to direct his rage to Arprat 2, and Orthog is standing in the way. Mog also heard that Shakar was gunning for him, and Ratak took him out before he could get satisfaction. It's just a mess up in Minas Morgul Arena today, with vengeance blue balls happening all over the place. With both combatants clearly ready for action, let's begin the last round of Mordor's regional pit fighting semi-finals. Mog steps up to the plate.
I'm just a trifle. Nothing for you to worry about.
Don't fall for it, Orthog.
I will defeat all who face me.
Well, I guess that wasn't falling for it. Both are berserkers. There's the Fusrodai. Enough of those come out and Orthog will be terrified. Shield Slam comes out and takes out almost all of Orthog's followers. Only one remains and he seems a little terrified. Fusrodai right back. More boomerangs, fire damage being applied, and the execution hits Orthog. Orthog in a little bit of trouble here, but there is the Rampage, getting some health back, knocking Mog to the ground. Mog trips over Orthog to get back up. Another Fusrodai, that's two right now. Boomerangs coming back out, applying a bit of that fire damage. Mog just doesn't want to panic. That's what he wants to make sure he does. Shield Quake comes out, able to lock down Orthog. Remember, nothing Mog will do will enrage Orthog unless he gets him to low HP. Orthog does a bit more damage to Mog. Rampage coming out yet again. Another hit on the ground, applying that fire damage. He backs up before he's tripped and goes back in to be tripped. That's some serious Red Viper right there. But Mog isn't the mountain, so there will be no crushed heads right now. And another execution comes out. Mog's HP is down to about half now as he retaliates, trying to get Orthog's back down as well. Fire damage is giving him the advantage. Fusrodai stops the boomerangs. That's two each now. Now Orthog goes back in but gets shield slammed again, and there is another Quake. For Mog to win, he needs to do his own rampages, get his health back up as the third Fusrodai comes out. Boomerang combo. Orthog showing his combat experience, knowing how to get through these shields, but is it going to be enough? Another shield comes to the face, and the fourth Fusrodai comes out, and another boomerang. This fire damage is just being applied over and over again. Rampage comes out, knocks Mog to the ground yet again, gets on his feet, gets the shield up and triple strikes again. Another Fuss Rodar comes out. The fifth terrifies Mog. That is it. That finishes the match. Orthog of Lithlad takes out Mog the Thinker with just a booming, powerful voice. The combat experience of Orthog proving too much for Mog as Orthog takes the fourth match. Mog doesn't get his vengeance today and Orthog moves forward to try to get his. With Orthog's victory, he'll be facing Arpratu in the finals. So we'll be back with the first finals match between Tuka the Pretender and Ratak Tasty after this short ad break. Welcome back. As you guys know, I've had many competitions in the past. The latest was to give away a PS4 Mythril edition of Shadow of War. The winner, Pickled Jaw, has just posted a video of him unboxing said game and it's pretty cool. Check him out, link below. Back to it though, we see Tuka the Pretender versus Ratak Tasty. This will be a hard matchup for Ratak as his poison will enrage Tuka, but will at least do a little bit of damage. The combatants barely needed time to rest after their last fight, so let's get right into the first finals match of today. Ratak steps up to the plate.
Taste it! Taste it! It's so fantastically tasty!
Does he taste his victory?
Get ready to die then.
Tuka tastes his as he immediately gets out the bolus and it lands on Tasty to start with. The fans immediately rush to Tuka's front lines, taking a lot of the damage, but his spear gets through and enrages Tuka. Tuka is taking a bit of poison damage, but his fans are keeping Ratak from capitalizing on the stun. He's getting slowly pushed against the wall. Not able to stop the onslaught right now. Not taking much damage, but is taking it consistently. Can't get away from the wall. Pushes Tuka back, but gets pushed back by one of his fans. This is not where Ratak wants to be. Has his luck run out? Is he not able to get through the shield wall right now as he gets out his claws, sees it as his only way out, gets some health back, do a little bit of damage to Tuka, rolls off him. Now you need to get out of there, Ratak. Does a bit more damage, which does enrage Tuka again, and this might be it. Ratak Tasty taken out. Tuka the Pretender will go through to the grand final. Ratak put up a good fight, but ultimately Tuka's defenses proved too hard to breach, as this championship's most hated Uruk is taken down. Surely this will paint a target on Tuka's back, but he seems more than up for the challenge. With Ratak's defeat, Tuka secures his place in the grand finals. Tuka fans must be on the edge of their seat, so who will he be facing? Will it be Arpratu Mapkeeper or Orthog of Lithlad? Orthog seemingly having an overwhelming advantage as he is both immune to and enraged by fire. He also attacks much faster than the hefty Olog. If Arpratu is to win, he needs to get off powerful execution attacks early. The combatants are ready, so now begins the match to see the second to make it through to the grand final. Orthog steps up to the plate.
I'm your next and final opponent.
Fighting words from Orthog.
Are we going to do this or are you all talk?
Arpratu calls him on it. He gets out his fire thrower, but he's stopped by the Fuss Rodar. Still gets fire damage off, which does enrage Orthog, who takes out an Olog almost instantly, and one of his savages keeps the onslaught going. The other Olog drops, and that dazes Arpratu. Arpratu in a lot of trouble as Orthog just laying on the damage. Snaps out of it fairly fast, but snaps right back into it. There is some more relentless assault. No. Unrelenting assault. Yes. Onslaught from Orthog as he keeps up the damage. Snaps out of it barely, but there it is again. Some more fire. That's not for Orthog. Orthog smacks that massive Olog around. This is not where Arpratu needs to be. He is not fast enough to do anything about this. Orthog just has that massive advantage, does manage to grab the smaller Uruk though, punches him but does barely anything to Orthog, grabs him again, says no, I'm not going to apply that fire damage, you're going against the wall. Is he going to do it for a third time? Goes in for a swing, but all that does is enrage Orthog some more, tries to push him back but doesn't get it. Orthog hits the massive Olog from the back and takes his spot in the grand finals. And that's it, folks. Arpratu is simply overwhelmed by Orthog's bloodlust. His dream ends here, and Arpratu fans are crying right now. If only Mog won, they are saying. Unfortunately, this is Mordor, and sometimes odds are correct. Orthog moves on to the grand final to face Tuka right after this short commercial break. Welcome back. The most anticipated fight of this whole competition is almost underway. The two with the highest odds are facing off in the finals. Bookies are rejoicing as they won't need to pay out much either way. Fans are rejoicing as the two favourites have made it this far. This commentator has no idea who will win this Battle of Titans. Tuka has proven to be truly unbreakable, and Orthog has proven to be truly unstoppable. So which will be victorious, defense or offense? Is the best offense a good defense, or the best defense a good offense? We'll soon find out as the grand final of Mordor's Regional Pit Fighting Championship now begins. This is the match you've all been waiting for. Orthog steps up to the plate.
I will put you in your place.
And that place is second.
I wanted a challenge.
Tuka with the fighting words. They both rush in, trying to apply that fire damage. It does enrage Orthog though. Tuka managing just to sit behind his shield and patiently wait for an opening to push back that savage. Orthog easily taking out almost all of the fans. It's just 3 savages remain. I don't think Tuka's going to have too much trouble getting rid of them too. There goes one. And Orthog tries to get in but gets pushed back again. Tuka too fast for him, simultaneously taking out a savage and defending against Orthog. Orthog is enraged again though. Does get pushed back by Tuka, who does sweep him again. This does enrage Orthog yet again, but Tuka managing to keep the defense up, is taking the damage but is not taking the enraged damage. Hitting that shield over and over again isn't helping Orthog. Maybe he would be better if he wasn't enraged, if he was more composed, if he was able to strategize and not just go in with blind fury. Tuka clearly capitalizing on the situation, managing to push back Orthog, and while he's stunned, gets some hits in. He doesn't care if Orthog's enraged. He likes him being enraged. He's able to block him easier. He's able to take him out easier. He's able to apply damage easier. If he's enraged, he's not using his rampages, and rampages will give Orthog his health back. So Orthog is not able to get as much health back as he could be, able to be just pushed back by Tuka. And this, although it looks like Orthog is winning, I'm not sure if he's able to get through Tuka right now. Tuka takes a few hits though. Orthog, we normally see your boomerangs coming out. We normally see your rampage coming out. But this is just blind rage. Why did you take out Ratak Tasty? He's thinking. That was my kill. And he's just going absolutely nuts. No composure, no strategy, no thought behind his swings. He is just swinging wildly, and Tuka is able to just do chip damage in between those swings here. Although Tuka is taking a bit of fire damage, it isn't a whole lot, and this might whittle down the once great Uruk. The onslaught is easily repelled by Tuka's impenetrable defenses. Though he's taking a little bit here and there, it's really hard to tell at this point who's gonna win. Is Orthog going to make Tuka slip up? Is his stamina gonna run out? Is he gonna drop that shield? Or is Tuka gonna chip away at Orthog through that unrelenting onslaught? It's really hard to tell what's gonna happen here as the HP is so even. Orthog seemingly in the lead, continues to apply that damage, but the execution comes out. Tuka currently in the lead, just needs one more hit. Orthog goes absolutely nuts, but is pushed back, and Tuka, the Pretender, is your champion. And that is it. Tuka the Pretender is Mordor's regional pit fighting champion. His fans are going wild. Strong defense takes it all. And after today, I'm sure Moleth, the supreme pit fighting tournament overlords, will take a hard look at the rules regarding shields, as even a seasoned, enraged veteran like Orthog couldn't break Tuka. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ecstatic. A lot of people had right predictions, and as you can see, they're all listed now. The main thing is who won. Well, this man right here. Congrats! I'll be contacting you via email very soon so you can claim your prize. The Mordor Regional Pit Fighting Championships aren't over. No, There will be a new season on its way, so leave your thoughts in the comments on how you would like to see it play out. Would you like changes? Is there things you love? Is there things you hate? Just let me know. Congratulations again to my man Tuka the Pretender. He gets the fabulous prize of staying alive and, well, I guess the glory of being the first regional pit fighting champion. Thanks for watching, guys. I had a lot of fun making this video and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe and click that little bell below. And if you haven't already, be sure to join my Discord. It's full of fantastic like-minded individuals and you get to talk to me directly as well. So, I'm Potates and I'll see you next time.